All right, everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're just joining us, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. So guys, this video you were about to watch will eventually make you to understand who Simon Ekpa is. You understand who Simon Ekpa is, okay? So those people, when they talk here and there and this and that, this video will really tell you who he is. Okay, let's watch it together.
And I make decisions differently. So I am here also for their best interest. It is because we need to, we have somehow our outreach using our media, and it is time, I believe, we should also embrace other media platforms that have not been preaching Biafra. So I think my coming here today is for their best interest as well, and that's what makes me a leader. So I think differently from them. So it is very important that when those are agitating that I shouldn't come here, I will explain to them later on why it is important that I'm here. And then also, I'm going to be extending my hands of fellowship and open arm to every other despised media platform. I want to be there. So, because it is the right time to talk to people who may have seen our agitation on liberation of Biafra differently, so they need to be educated. So it is important that I'm here to talk to different audience.
Thank you. Thank you so much. On my part, I also have to say that when I put out that you were coming, a lot of people felt that I shouldn't bring you here. And so I have the same pressure that you have from my own people. But I think my job is to facilitate conversation across every platform, different groups. It doesn't mean that we have to only facilitate conversation with people we agreed with. All right, let's get into that. Something happened in America last Tuesday. There was an election and Trump won. I know that you are in support of Trump. And how do you feel about the outcome of that election?
Very, very happy because as a matter of fact, I was among international politicians to openly and publicly endorse Donald Trump election. So I'm happy. He needed to come and save the world.
Now, before I go in deep into that, how do you think it is going to help your quest for Biafra?
Well, the United States has a very important role to play in global peace. And what Biafra is doing today is to bring peace and restore stability in Sahel region. So I believe that it is for the interest of America, it is for the interest of the West, and at the same time for Biafra and African interests. So I believe that the foreign policy of Donald Trump will facilitate the restoration of peace and stability in the Sahel by listening to Biafra people.
Now, there's this story that came out, I think 2 days ago, that the chief of staff of Donald Trump, incoming president, Susie Wiles, that she worked for the Biafran movement as a lobbyist in Washington, D.C. Is that true?
Well, in 2019, I just joined the Biafran movement. So what I would say is that it is a good thing for the fact that we have somebody who already have idea and knowledge about the plight of the Biafra people. She may not be currently representing Biafra, but at least she have been educated, and she once, was in forefront of educating the policymakers in the United States. So it's a very good plus to the Biafra cause.
All right. So, but you don't know whether she's currently on your own group, whether you are paying.
It doesn't matter whether she is currently in the Biafra movement or not. She is now the chief of staff of the United States, and we must respect that particular office and allow her to concentrate on the United States. The appointments that shall be given by the president-elect. So let us not drag her into the Biafra controversy and all that. So the point is that our firm have represented the Biafra movement in the past, in 2019, and my happiness is that she is well grounded on the issue of Biafra. That's enough.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now let's go straight to what is happening on December the 2nd. What are you planning to do?
Well, Dr. Rudolph, You know, Biafra has come a very long way, and everybody has their, you know, their way of agitating and pushing the movement for the freedom of Biafra. You will agree with me that Nigeria is not working. Nigeria will never work. And so what we try to do is to bring alternative to our people. And it is the Biafra people first, before any other Nigerian. So we are moving Biafra people forward, securing their future. And the only way to do that is that we need a separate, independent state where we can govern ourselves the way we want. And where we can put a policy that will help our people to develop and compete among nations. So in Nigeria, that opportunity is not possible. In Nigeria, the innovativeness of the Biafra people and their career are getting killed by the Nigeria system. So we need a better system and a different system entirely that will allow our people to develop themselves and compete among nations. So what we're doing in Finland is a part of generating a document, a legal document, which is going to be a base for the pursuit for the recognition of independence state of Biafra to be recognized as a sovereign state. So that's what we plan to do. And you know that we have been conducting self-referendum, which is still ongoing. It's going to end on the 28th of November. And this self-referendum, as of today, has recorded over 50 million votes. It is both online voting and physical voting. So, so far, from the record we have from the official that are responsible, we have, you know, recorded over 50 million votes. So this vote now will be one of the legal ground to give the Biafra government in exile and the de facto government a mandate to restore the lost sovereign state of Biafra. Just like every other nation have done it in the past. For example, Lithuania and co. have one time lost their sovereignty. So Biafra also lost the sovereignty to Nigeria state by force, by the barrels of the gun. So today we are here to restore it. And what is happening in Finland is not declaration of Biafra, but declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra. Because Biafra has been declared and recognized in 1967, you know, and recognized by different countries. So that sovereignty were forcefully, lost, and Nigeria took it back. So we are here to restore it back because after that war, nothing has changed. Actually, the reason for the war has escalated, and the issue and the cases are completely different today. Worse than what it were before the war.
Okay. Referendum. You said the results are showing. What are the results? What are they showing? How many?
Like I said, you know, it is not yet conclusive.
They've not opened the envelope.
But we know from the record that it is over 50 million.
People in Nigeria, how did they vote?
We have been posting the videos of the voting. One thing that people don't know is that, first of all, I would like to educate those who may have not paid attention because of propaganda of the Nigerian media and those pushing it. Biafra today has a de facto government, functioning de facto government in the homeland. And in this de facto government, we have 40 United States of Biafra. In this 40 United States of Biafra, each state has 15 counties. In each county, you have 5 districts. In each state, we have 75 districts. And in this district, we have head of district. In these counties, we have head of county. And then we have, in this state, we have the administrator, which is equivalent to governor. So this is what a lot of people don't actually know. So when they see the result of our activities in Biafra land, they are surprised and shocked how Simon Epka is doing this from Finland, because we control the Biafra land from grassroots. So the government is already in the grassroots. So every community knows who is their county leader. Every county knows who is their county leader and who are the executive in the counties. And so with this particular structure, we are able to conduct this referendum, and people are fiscally voting. And of course, it may also shock you that the reason we have succeeded so far in the civil disobedience is also because of the structure, the strong grassroots structure that we have, which Nigeria, know, but of course they don't want to tell the other citizens who are available to understand why every effort to stop the sit-at-home has failed. They tell you it is because people are getting killed and stuff like that. It's a lie. It's because we have a very structure, from the grassroots.
All right, we are going to get into the sit-at-home and everything else, but explain this for me. Let me understand. So, the administrators in 40 states in Biafra land today.
Yes, there are 40 administrators. There are in each state. There are 15 county head. In each county, there are 5 district head, and there are other, the chain of leadership and all that from the state down to the district level.
Do these people interact with people? Do they know them?
Of course. They are completely in charge of Biafra land. That's what is going on.
So if I call Ebonyi State now, I can get the names of people.
You may not get the name of anybody in Ebonyi State unless you are into the struggle.
Okay. So what about people who are not into the struggle? How did they vote?
Well, those who are not into the struggle are not necessarily going to vote. These are the people, the few percentage of the people making noise on social media. But those who are in the struggle are voting massively. If you look at the videos who are posted on social media, you will see crowd that will shock you. Yeah, even more organized and better organized than Nigeria election. You can agree with me if you have come across the videos.
Yeah, but for you to now say that the Biafrans all voted and this is the percentage that supported it, wouldn't it be good that everybody had a chance?
Well, that is the point. We gave everybody the opportunity to vote. But at the same time, because this is a struggle and we are in a very fragile state, so we make it possible for people to vote online, right? And then in a struggle like this, you have to also be very security conscious, considering the fact that Nigeria is a terrorist state that kills people who agitate and do protest. So we don't want to endanger the life of our people, by trying to prove that everybody has to participate. Everybody must not participate. Even in the Nigeria general election, not everybody voted, and somebody is still a president. So we don't need to prove, everybody that Biafra have participated. Those who believe in Biafra should participate, and they participated, and they are still participating because the vote is still ongoing to the 28th of November.
What about people abroad? You mean in New York here, there are people?
Yes. Everybody is voting online. Those of Biafrans abroad are voting online, and we created a voting system using the Google platform.
And you have a way of verifying that these people voting there.
Yes, we verify, and of course, like those who want to dispute, who want to argue, we give them opportunity to conduct their own referendum on behalf of Biafra people.
All right, this is interesting. Now let's also look at another thing. You have a new constitution that just came up.
Yes.
How was it? Who wrote the constitution? How did
the constitution was drafted by the representative from the entire 40 states of Biafra. So we have people, every state volunteered the people to participate in writing the constitution, and that is some of the problem or the confusion that people don't actually understand. Everybody must not be part of the constitution at this point, but those who believe in the struggle presented and volunteered to be part of the struggle, are part of the constitution, and so that's how we arrive at the constitution that is still open for amendment. Constitution is never complete.
So you have the names of the people that drafted it. Do we know?
Yeah, we have the names of the people that drafted the constitution, and then also,
is it public?
Listen. It is not only the constitution. As a matter of fact, we have what we call the Declaration Drafting Committee. The Declaration Drafting Committee also cut across board from all states. People volunteered to be part of the drafting committee. So that you bring your idea. Of course, not everybody's input will be taken, but where we have every idea, every grievances that Biafra people who are representing their different state brought into the committee. So we try to bring everything together, and there are different kind of grievances that we are on that ground. The declaration of the restoration of independence state of Biafra is happening in this December. So what we are doing is to carry everybody who believe in this Biafra government along. We don't need to go and drag people who don't believe in the government. So you have to, first of all, believe in the government, volunteer to be part of what we're doing, and you are welcome. So we are not discriminating anybody or pushing anybody away. So those who believe in what we are doing are part and parcel of it.
Now, the states, back to the states. Did you go beyond, because I get a lot of comments about the Biafran. When I posted that you were coming, people wrote and were saying, remove us from this year Biafran talk. How did the states go? Is it the 5 eastern states that you broke into 40 different?
No, sorry. This particular structure of 40 states has already been there. It is not my making. So what I did was to bring everybody who are involved in the Biafra struggle even before I came in. So I told them to bring in the structure that they have, and we start working on that. So it is every state brought in their state map. They brought in their state structure. It is not my making. So what I did was to harness the already made structure from the 1967 down to Owazirike Mosob, down to IPOB, and to what we're doing now. So we consolidated everything and make it to be more, organized structure as it is today. So it is not my making. It is the making of the people. Every state brought their structure, brought their county structure, brought their district structure, and that's why it is called, it's going to be the Confederated State of Biafra, because we're going to practice confederation, where these states who brought in their state structure are going to be on their own.
So what about people who are saying they don't want to have anything to do with Biafra?
That is part of life, and it's part of democracy. Even in Nigeria, when Nigeria was fighting for independence, North didn't want to go to be independent, right? But today they are the one who enjoy it most. So we are not bothered about those who say they don't want to be part of Biafra. They are just a few individuals, just like 1% or even 0.0% of people hijack Nigeria and impoverish everybody today. So those people saying they don't want to be part of Biafra, are they enjoying the killings in Nigeria? The answer is no. So we don't actually care about what they say. That's why we have gone this far. Because few people cannot hold everybody hostage.
You are following the trial of Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria. What do you make of how it's going?
I don't believe in Nigeria system, in court system. Nigeria doesn't have a court. Nigeria doesn't have a judiciary. So, and that's why, I don't know whether you are aware, we have actually banned anything judiciary under Nigeria in Biafra territory. And they are folding up. So if you are not aware of that, I want to make it clear today. We are going to lock them indefinitely. And they will never come back until Biafra become an independent state. After the 2nd of December declaration, we start to pursue the legitimacy of Biafra. Nigeria court system and judiciary can never ever function again in Biafra land. It's a threat and a promise.
How is that going to happen? How are you going to do
it? It is already happening. Are you not seeing them folding up? That is to show you that the Biafra have taken over their land. Our plan is to delegitimize Nigeria from the Biafra territory, little by little, step by step, stage by stage, and that is happening. So judiciary is the next, because judiciary in Nigeria has contributed to the entire anarchy you see today. The insecurity you see today is the judiciary. The instability you see today is the judiciary. The banditry, terrorism you see today is the judiciary. They have not done anything that will bring justice, fairness, and equity. So we don't need those kind of system in our land. So, and if you're asking me how we're going to do that, we're already doing it. You see they are folding up. That land belongs to us. And Nigeria has been rejected by the people. Over 50 million has given us the mandate to chase away Nigeria from our land. So however we're going to do it is what the government will decide. And we're doing it the way we want.
All right, guys, thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. May God bless you all. You see, this interview happened before he was taken by the Finnish authority. At least you've all heard his plans and all that concerning Biafra struggle. You understand? So, my people, make a drop out for you. Drop your comment below the comment section. How do you actually see this guy? Okay? How do you see him? Make una drop una comment below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, please. Share this video, make it go viral so that, Biafrans, especially Biafrans, Nigerians, will set us. Thank you and bye for now.